Hello there, hello there, hello there. Onyankopon ye konkron wonige tetibutan ampa. A very good morning to you. It's another beautiful morning, a beautiful Thursday morning for that matter. And you're watching us live here on TAG TV, the official TV channel of the Apostolic Church Ghana. Now, welcome to the Morning Express this morning, where we promise to give you an edifying experience. And to make sure that we give you that experience, we have a beautiful package for you, starting from some wisdom nuggets, where we get to tell you or encourage you in life. We move on to newspaper review, where we read things and headlines on the newspaper front pages, and also get into the Apostolic Insight segment where you get to know more about the church. From there, we give you some beautiful music and fine arts to help you relax while you enjoy the rest of the program. Then from there, of course, for our sports enthusiasts and sports lovers, we give you some sports insights as well and highlights, of course, and then to Tap Biz, where we make sure we help you to develop and grow in your business, your finance, and career. And last but not the least, trends and vibes to let you know what is trending in Ghana today. Welcome once again to the morning show. And this morning, your very own, yours truly, Jasmine Ayingo. I am doing this with the ever vibrant Evans. A very good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
And you're looking good as well. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
The excitement.
Right, I'll leave it to you. I'll leave it to you. So what this morning for Wisdom Nuggets, what do we have? What do you have for us?
Okay, so Wisdom Nugget for this morning is taken from Proverbs chapter 20. Verse 17, and as sharpens a friend. So that is what Proverbs chapter 27 verse 17 is telling us. And that's for Wisdom Nuggets. Jasmine.
Right. Iron sharpens iron. So a friend sharpens a friend. And I want to delve in there, Kakra. Like the way I know, right? Like Senya, we Brandon Thomas Asante, was there to pass to Yerinchi Caleb. I was saying, iron sharpens iron. And here say, you have to be mindful of who you walk with, the people that surround you. Exactly. Because if you're in your circle of friends or whatever, you are the smartest, and there's a problem.
You see, I can focus in this this one is helping us to delve deep into that proverb.
Right.
Let me say, we are saying, one found who and I say one found one now, one never walk again. And your man and to me, I'm sway from your beliefs.
You're very right. Right.
It's very, very important in life. Even I remember when I went to uni. Lecturers told us, at school now, it is very important the circle that we take, because after school, it is your friends who are going to link you up to places, link you up to jobs and all that. So if you don't make good friends, if your circle is not good, then you are in trouble.
That is so profound. Media iron sharpens iron. That is a beautiful one. So if you're watching, you've heard it all from Evans here. Iron sharpens iron. So a friend sharpens a friend, from Proverbs 27 verse 17. Be mindful of people in your circle. A man of God once said, if you are the smartest in your group, the richest in your group, then there's a problem. If you in a setting of 5 friends, not the 5 friends are fools. They are not 5 fools, they are 6, because you are one of them. Exactly. So this is our wisdom nugget for you this morning. I hope this will get into your spirit and walk with it. Don't just move with anybody or surround yourself with anybody. Add to your life. Say nyansamu, say bibiamu. And this is where we'll end for Wisdom Nuggets. Thank you very much, Evans, for that. And so up next is the newspaper review. Stay tuned.
The road to your destiny is a different road. And the first statement we are making is that only God knows that road, and only God knows how to take you on it. The journey you are about to take, the end has already been determined. Solomon Amajati said, there's nothing new under the sun. He used wisdom. He didn't use an aloof spirit. Whom you serve continually, he will deliver. Where is your faith? How can you perish if I am with you? Who can be against us? Not your intelligence, not your wealth, not your strength, but faith. These few verses describes one of the most beautiful lives that you can find in the Bible. He was giving birth to sons and daughters. Jesus, help us. We seem to have put God and the devil at the same level. What Enoch found, you will find.
The Journey of Life, showing on TAC TV on Sundays at 7 p.m. and the rebroadcast on Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
Hallelujah, it's coming again. All roads lead to Accra, Ghana. 2026 is a significant year for the Apostolic International Fraternity. We're gathering in Accra, Ghana from the 3rd to 6th November 2026 for the Apostolic World Conference 2026. God is bringing his children from across the globe for a spiritual buffet. Registration is open from the 15th of December 2025 to 31st July 2026. For registration or enquiries, visit apostolicworldconference.org. That's apostolicworldconference.org, or use the details on your screen.
It started in Wales with hearts aflame. A whisper turned to a mighty name. The spirit fell, the nation stirred. The fire of Pentecost reoccurred. The spreading flame, the belt, the hand, and the glow. The fire is marching round the world. From Wales to England, Scotland, and France, to Denmark's hearts that caught the dance. The belt, the hand, and the glow. The nations heard his call. Revival, fire, apostolic flame. To Jesus, Lord of all. Awakening to Nigeria's shores, the message came with faith and power in Jesus' name. In Ghana's land, the truth took hold. In Sierra Leone, the story told to Cameroon, Togo, Benin, and Congo's plains. The spirit poured like mighty rains. From South Africa to Kenya's land, Uganda, Zambia, take their stand. Wabelt no, yeah, then Wosani, Shay, and move. Your hand is upon us. Oh, from Accra to Abuja, to Kampala, oh, Holy Ghost, send revival now. Oh, the worldwide flame across India and the Caribbean seas, Trinidad, Jamaica on bended knees, Brazil, Mexico, the USA, join the cry of praise today. Australia, Philippines, South Korea song, all nations to Christ belong. From Canada's cold to New Zealand's light, the belt of truth shines ever bright. Rhino, the spreading flame, the belt, the hand, and the glow. Together we proclaim his love.
Hello there, welcome back, and you're still watching the Morning Express on TAC TV, where we promise to give you an edifying experience. Now it is time for the newspaper review. And this morning we'll begin with the Daily Graphic. And on the front page of the Daily Graphic, it says, Black Stars Unite Nation. It's say Black Stars. And still on the front page of the Daily Graphic, it says Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire agree on common cocoa price. Still on the front page, I'll say government intensifies fight against digital financial fraud. And so na Orca. I think that is all I have, but my concern is the Black Stars Unite Nation.
Were you able to watch the game?
I wasn't able to watch.
Okay.
I started and then I drifted off. I dozed off. Yes. But sorry, and I had to quickly, check it. And I'm saying, hey, Ghana. I was so excited this entire morning.
It was a very fantastic performance from the team.
It was.
I mean, in the first half, we did not do so well.
Right.
But coming into the second half, the coach made some key changes. And then we had the final goal on 90 plus 5 minutes.
Right. That was perfect. That was perfect.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times.
Right,
the Ghanaian Times have here, nightmare on Accra Nsawam Road worsens as bad section at Dobro at Shimota causes gridlock. Now, this is a very worrying trend. If you usually ply the road from all the way from Pokwase to Nsawam, you know that the road, although construction is currently underway. You see that there is so much pothole on it, although they are working on it, but it's taking so much time that now the road has worsened actually. And all the time there is traffic on the road.
Bad?
It's really, really bad. I think government must pay attention to that. The big push agenda must actually take care of that so that we can finish this project and commuters can have their way all the time when we are traveling between Accra and Kumasi.
Right.
Now let's move on. Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire signed deal to harmonize producer price policies. This is talking about cocoa. I mean, Ghana recently signed an agreement with Cote d'Ivoire to have this done. Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire actually produce cocoa in Africa.
Right.
And we are the leading producers of cocoa. But unfortunately, this cocoa trend, many people, recently we have seen due to the illegal mining, many people are actually not farming. And
they're diverting into the mining a lot.
It's a worrying trend for us. Now, still on the Ghanaian Times, producer inflation climbs to 5.8% in May. This is according to GSS, that is the Ghana Statistical Service. And this story can be found on page 13 of the Ghanaian Times. Let's look at some other stories on the front page of the Ghanaian Times. Now, government cracks down on encroachment with new lands task force. And this can also be seen on page 11 of the Ghanaian Times. So I think that's it for the Ghanaian Times, Jasmine.
Okay, right. So now to the Chronicle. On the front page of the Chronicle, boldly written on there, it says, missing NDC organizer saga. Family turns to John Mahama for succor. I mean, this thing has been an issue for some time now.
Of course. So this woman, but this woman is the women's organizer for the National Democratic Congress for Tema West.
Right.
And the story is that she has been missing since June 12th. And it's worrying for the family. So they are actually pleading with the president to ensure that they get
she's found. Right. And my concern is why people keep getting missing. It's a problem.
Of course. So this has been happening. This year we've had series of issues of missing persons in the country. And when we find them, sometimes we don't find them alive.
That's the scary part.
The recent one
is the
lady, the student, the level 2 student at the University of Cape Coast, who was also found dead on the beach. So this is a very worrying trend for us now.
Scary one
as a country. Yes, it's a serious concern. I think we should make sure that we tighten our security very well.
And aside the tightening our security, I think on a more personal level, people should be very, very, careful. You don't just make friends. Be mindful, and you don't just walk at places. That is what I was about to say. You don't walk places for some reason, I don't feel comfortable using the same route all the time. Because if you have someone monitoring you,
maybe tracking you,
they know exactly what time or what day to get you. So for me, you never find me going through the same areas all the time, the same route all the time. Change them. Confuse whoever is trying to monitor you. And let's be mindful and very careful ourselves.
So like you have said, personal security, we have to be mindful. Although we are telling our security services to tighten security and to beef up security in the country, but you also have to take care of yourself. You have to be mindful of the friends you make and where you go and all that, so that you can protect yourself and you don't get missing. But we don't know who and which people are doing these things.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Yeah. Still on the front page of the Chronicle, it says Yilo Krobo Assembly records major development gains, and you can find more to the story on page 8. Still on the front page, it says Ama Bua inaugurates Greater Accra Task Force to fight encroachment on state lands. I think this thing is really trending, and I'm glad you're doing it. What do you think? Because encroachment are I'm actually hoping it doesn't end this year.
You see, of course, I think government has been, if the word I'm going to use is a little reckless with these things. How do we allow people to encroach lands that are for government, for the state?
And after they've settled, that's when you know
who is giving them the permission
that's
to
another
go
thing.
onto government lands. So I think government must ensure that these things we care about. If you go around the atomic area, you can see that now people are building around that area. Yes. You see, and that is how come if you don't take care of these things, that's how come people go and they build at places where they are not supposed to build. And then when it rains, then it floods people.
Okay. And I think that's what I have on the Chronicle. What do you also have for us?
I think I will continue with the Daily Guide newspaper. And the Gifty Oware trial. Banker admits NIB fraud probe. And the picture of Gifty Oware Mensah is beautifully printed over here. And 2, the next story, Bawumia appoints Chairman Sabonsu Chief of Staff. So the two MPP gurus, their pictures are also here. Dr. Bawumia on my left, and also Chairman Sabonsu on my right. And Otunfor touts democratic credentials in Canada. You know, Otunfor their Santehene has been in Canada. I mean, yesterday he went to the team's hotel
just to show the support.
Of course.
And also count on with the vice president also behind them. I saw her on,
of
so
course.
excited.
I mean, during the game, and when the goal came, she was so much excited. I think the whole Ghana was excited.
We were. We all
Unfortunately, I watched the game alone. And the truth is, I shouted so much because I was so much happy. Of course. To the major story here on the Daily Guide. Gold Board, GAF, FC signed 35 million Ghana cedi Tano Forest Rescue deal. Mystery deaths. Okay, so Gold GAF FC signed 35 million Tano Forest Rescue deal. I think this is actually also on Galamsey, and the fact that Gold Board they have signed this deal to ensure that they reclaim the land that has been destroyed due to the ongoing menace in the country that we all want to end. Yes. So what do you have to say on this?
Okay. Honestly, I think they should look more into it. I really think they should look more into it. But for the sake of time, let me go straight into the Insight. Also, we'll come back to that story again. On the front page of the Insight, it says Adamu's Resources debunks security officer shooting incident, calls for police probe into death of illegal miner. And then still on the front page, it says SMG demands action over Bole SHS video. The whole saga about the teacher and student thing. We'll get into that also. Then still on the front page of the Insight, it says Lands Ministry inaugurates Lands Protection Task Force to protect public lands. Still on the front page, it also says GAPOHA, Ghana Ports and Harbour Authority, holds sensitization forum on environmental impact assessment permit for Keita Port project. You could find more of the story on page 5. And still on the front page, lawyer Barima Sapon receives rousing welcome in Afija Setre East as he reaffirms commitment to serve. And then finally, on the front page of the Inside, plastic manufacturers warn of massive job losses, demand 1.493 billion Ghana cedis compensation over planned styrofoam ban. On page 10 of this also. And what else do you also have for us?
So I still have here with me the Daybreak newspaper. Let's quickly run through some of the stories on the front page.
Right.
Seydou Agongo was deepening over monopoly in NLA lottery operations. I mean, this story has been running since last week and it is still making the headlines. Mensa Bonsu, Baumia's chief of staff. So Oseche Mensa Bonsu's story still here on the Daybreak newspaper. Now, Ghana, Pakistan deepen defense ties to explore opportunities.
Oh, okay.
And let's move on from that to another story, Keita Port project. Now, GPAHA holds sensitization forum on environmental impact assessment. I think you read that story also. So that's it for the Daybreak newspaper.
Okay, and to end it all now on the Africa Today newspaper, on the front page it says, resolve dispute for chips project. Resolve dispute for chips project. You can find more of the story on page 2. Ghana North MCE urges Fisei chiefs, denies allegations of encroaching on privately owned land. This is what it says. Still on the front page, it says Stella Ikuya-Appel reaffirms her candidacy for Dome Kwabenya constituency women's organizer. And then still on that front page, Zoom Lion, NADMO, dredge masters target critical flood-prone Accra areas. Finally, on the front page of Africa Today, it says Assemblyman decries lack of fencing and housing as encroachers invade Introboso Roman Basic School. And this is where we would end it for the newspaper review. Okay. My concern is the encroachment issue where the task force are being rallied now to do that. And then the missing person is very, very vital. Like you said, our personal security, we should really focus on this. So at this moment, this brings us to the end of the newspaper review. Stay tuned for Apostolic Insight segment.
At TAC TV, we believe every business has a story worth telling. Behind every brand is dedication. Behind every product is hard work. Behind every entrepreneur is a vision. That is why we proudly introduce Market 360, a premium business spotlight platform created to position your brand with credibility, clarity, and national visibility. Market 360 dey ya basa ye bebo wodwede ne hu dawuro e de ama wo oman Ghana mu anase bebi a wo bia se wo ye business owner wo tonton nyoma bi tse adanse hu nyoma wo si dan ton wo nsase a wo ton anampo se wo school na wo pese ye bo hu dawuro na kofo ehu school ni bebi a wo a e Market 360 so e na obinya sa akwanya we sempo wo advert na wo pese ye bo ma anase wo pese ye nkofo ankasa ba wo chen ebe twaba ade a wo ye ana dwumadi a wo die bia nuane se obefre ye e wo number yi so 0504 095351 0504 095351 Market 360 dwedie wasel ene se ebe ma mansan ate wonka.
The road to your destiny is a different road. And the first statement we are making is that only God knows that road and only God knows how take you on it. The journey you are about to take, the end has already been determined. Solomon Amajati said, there's nothing new under the sun. He used wisdom. He didn't use an alooter spirit. Whom you serve continually, he will give you life. Where is your faith? How can you perish if I am with you? Who can be against us? Not your intelligence, not your wealth, not your strength, but faith. These few verses describes one of the most beautiful lives that you can find in the Bible. He was giving birth to sons and daughters. Jesus, help us. We seem to have put God and the devil at the same level. What Enoch found, you will find.
The Journey of Life, showing on TAC TV on Sundays at 7 p.m. and the rebroadcast on Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
Unyame di Yesu breye bechire ye nyame su akoti nti se ye nya fa Yesu pa yakoti bi afufu wonni nyame na ye kana wasem na woti ase so oye supreme being oye omnipotent oye omnipresent oye omniscient ye woni be wo ha eba wa akwamu wum empuso because woni say oka ho ono na ewo ho
ebri ni bri a esese ejidifo nyina bema womo anamontu ani de omo ye bia ejina onyame asem
and when I'm friend authentic apostolic doctrine.
Although for your friend yourself for Buddha, I mean, Namsa, Quenje, so to from Abba, Jumedi Fufrobia, TAC TV, so your friend on the apostolic distinctive Jumedi. On this journey, I'll be joined by apostles and several seasoned men of God as we delve into our uniqueness as apostolics, our tenets, our rules of conduct, our rules of beliefs, the kind of thing that makes us special as apostolic. So this and every Sunday, 8 p.m. on TAC TV, and also for a rebroadcast on Thursdays at 8 p.m. It is a journey you don't want to be missed as a proud apostolic. You would love it. See you, and God bless you.
Apostolic Distinctives showing on Sundays 8 p.m. and repeat on Thursdays at 8 p.m.
Where we promise to give you an edifying experience. Now it is time for the Apostolic Insight segment with me, Jasmine Ayungo. Remember, this is where we talk about anything and everything that distinguishes the apostolics from the others. Aha na ene mpemfo achuchum komo efa anyama efa asore no ho na wati asiye. So you remember now nyama bi aha na yebi oni. Onya member so na opese ohu a, this is where you get to know more. Na no power no and I share bibi ase concerning the youth. Na so I have here with me a very astute minister of God in the person of Pastor Enoch Bote Ofe. He is the National Youth Ministry Leader. A very, very, very good morning to you, Pastor, and welcome once again.
Good morning, and thank you for having me again.
Thank you for coming also. I hope you're doing well, Pastor.
We are blessed and enjoying the grace of God.
We thank God. We thank God. So, Pastor, yesterday we were able to get to the programs of the youth ministry. For the sake of those that didn't join yesterday, can you kindly go through that a little bit, and then we can delve deeper in today's topic?
Thank you very much. Yesterday I spoke about the fact that we have two main programs that we run for the youth ministry at the national level.
But let me quickly say that apart from these programs, there are other many programs that we run. So the two main programs, i.e. the youth camps, where the youth are gathered for their spiritual training. We pray for revival and also use the opportunity to mentor some of them and also to guide them in their career and educational adventures. Then I spoke about the Youth Week, where that one, it is an intergenerational gathering. Right. Na ehono na yeshwe kwan se awofo ni won ma ni asafo ni nyina behia mo na all the demography of the church, which is the different age groups ni nyina behia mo na ya discuss niema ebema ye membuno no their development will be holistic. So those are the two main programs. Then I also spoke about some initiatives that the youth ministry, since its inception, introduced. Something like the youth in missions, youth in ministry. We have other programs. I don't want to mention them because we're still working around them, and so we can roll them out. So, and then we have the Vacation School of Ministry and other programs.
You even mentioned the TAC engine. And
yes, I was explaining that the TAC engine is our universal call. Right. Universal, say every category no. That is the TAC engine. And I can say, I catch more fire than the groupings, one slogans. We have Sons of God still in the system. We have Let No Man Despise Your Youth, and other calls that we use when we meet together.
Right. Now, Pacho, they always have a mission, a vision, some goals or objectives. Pacho, what are the mission, the vision, the goals or objectives of the youth ministry of the Apostolic Church Ghana?
Thank you very much. A very important question. Because that goes to define what we stand for.
Right.
For me, youth ministry, it's a divine call. A divine call to disciple young people towards maturity in Christ. Okay. But not only that, but towards living a meaningful life in society, having impact and bearing fruit. And the youth ministry now, I say, ye disciple, ye boa in Mrantuane, Mama wa wo munyini, ewo nyamesomo na omu ehu Kristo ye agena ye. Na afen so mo nyansunsuanso wo won environment and one community wo woman. Enti yen share youth ministry na ase no, yen vision is say Apostolic Church, na yeka vision, it is where we are going, our destination. Yen vision is say Apostolic Church Youth Ministry will become the center for holistic transformation of the youth within the church and the community. And let me take time to explain this. Yeka say center bia bebia yedi dwuma bi poten wo ho na yen de ye ka se uba Apostolic Youth Ministry na ye position ye ho yenda eso ye vision yenda eso ni say we will become that place. We are babuno, we are abrantua ana we are abaiwa ubasa ehona ubi feel akono na you are totally transformed. Not only say ubeba asore no, but say asore so what community no. We reach out to the young people in the community and also help transform them. So me catch me leaders say, and if they are listening to me, I'm just re-echoing the call that if our churches find themselves in the community and they are not making any meaningful impact in the community, then the church becomes, sorry for my words, useless. Because the church is in the community to transform the community. So everywhere we have youth ministry, the youth leaders should not only concentrate on the youth within the church, but they should reach out to the youth in the community. They should have an impact. Mami Mao, a story, and this story has to do with myself. One day when I was young, very, very young, I was in my room. I think then I had become born again, and I've taken Christ serious. We are on the journey of transformation. Your next door neighbor, meti say, me share the moment say, oh buniba no, or catch and say, we share send me no ketie, we share send me no key, share no nasuano. And I was like, wow. Even at this age, I've become the next. That is the vision. The vision is that an apostolic youth should be the role model for the church and the community. That is the vision. And the youth ministry should be that center that drives this vision. Uba your mission, your mission no, is that we want to make Christian leaders out of young people. And not only that, but develop their gifts, develop their talent. And to develop, it means that we must harness it, we must discover it, we must unearth it, and then develop them so that they can, and give them opportunity. So we make Christian leaders out of young people, develop their gifts and talents, and then give them opportunity so that they can serve the church and serve their community. So that is why the youth ministry. So form a youth ministry. This is why the youth ministry exists. That we are into the business of raising young leaders, tapping on their giftings, tapping on their talents, helping them harness it, polish it, so that opportunity is given them to serve in the church. We are Brantua, we are Babawana Otimia. We are expecting, say, your giftings will be put at the disposal of the church. Your talent will be put at the disposal of your community, so that you serve the community. These are the vision and the mission statement of the youth ministry. You asked about the goals. So out of this vision, and we derive goals. But let me talk about the goals in another way. We have what we call core values. And for me, it is very important to me, because you see, the values we hold on to would define the culture we build in our churches, in our community. And the culture is the way we live, the way we talk, the way we go about our daily activities. That define our culture. So our core values are rooted in the acronym Christ. So your core values, principles are, we want to live it. Well, Yehudi in high esteem. Na youth near. Say sand no say a bon one. Number one, creativity. So so that is the C for the Christ. C is creativity. The H is holiness. The R is responsibility. I is integrity. S no yes service. Then the T is tell. So the creativity, we want to build a culture of creativity and innovation in the church. May catch them youth leaders say we should not complain. Maybe we should not complain. Rather, we should leverage on our God-given grace, talents we have, the gifts we have, and be innovative. We should think beyond, outside the box, and put our imaginative prowess into force, so that where things are not, we create them. Right? Where things are not, we create them. And I believe the youth can do it. Young people are doing greater things in the world. Young people are doing so marvelously in the world. Why not in the church? So we must build that culture. Then the holiness, culture of holiness. And I call it the culture of God first.
Okay.
That we have the ever-present mindset that baby I will be a nyame wo. Na nia ye bia wasa nyame dikai. We must create that culture. And this culture can be created when young people put themselves to reading the scriptures, praying, and practicing spiritual disciplines that will help them to cultivate the presence of God wherever they go. Then the culture of integrity, honesty, it's very, very important. And then the culture of responsibility. I believe that young people we must stop passing the bat.
Okay.
And start taking responsibilities.
Very, very important.
Very
important.
Yeah. Your life, no. Nyame di ache nyame adom ufi baby, we do baby. You from free. Unya aduane di, unya nema bi. You must take responsibility. You must begin to live life. Say you own your life. Not as an independent, so independent from anybody because we are social beings. So you will be dependent on somebody. But there are things that we must start and stop giving excuses. And so we want to do away with the excuses that you must be responsible.
You must be responsible.
Then serviceable, the culture of service. I mean, anyway, you're conventional. Hinamuna esi apata. Ye programmer. Hinamuna arrange chairs. I mean, and ye bano say ye started programmer. Hinamuna bompire shas ye. Ye youth. So my point is that we must avail ourselves and serve. Serve not only the church but our community. And let me dwell a bit there. Now say so to talk. Now we fear him and our community got a chokia. Who should do it? I'm expecting the apostolic youth to go out there and clear the gutters. I mean, we should serve our community. We should make the community feel the impact of our very existing in that space. Right. But we don't go to church in silence, or we don't go to church in isolation to what we are going to church so we can affect our community. We have impact on our community. And so we must serve and serve our community. The last one is creating the culture of evangelism and discipleship.
Okay.
You see, the call of Jesus Christ to go into all the world and preach the gospel is not only the call to the adults. It's not only a call to the pastorate. It's a call to all believers. And the youth are part of it. So, yes, but it's a youth to know, it won't be Jim. And I may bump, I say, a time to come, no, the youth ministry should be the largest group in the apostolic church. And yeah, Meku. Currently, Meku is our 60-something%. But we are praying, say, a time to come, the youth ministry should be the largest group. Because we share Ghana. We are the largest population. Yeni children's ministry. I mean, Yeni in Kwalano. We are the largest in Penyifono. So Ghana is deemed to be a youthful country. If that is the case, it should be reflective on our church. It should show, say, yeah, sorry, no, me didi agro kase, but me agro ba many abri. Me kase, we are presiding elder, we are software, we are church officer. Na mo sorry no. Nkwala ni youth eso wo mo di agro ma sorry ni nya sorry mo di agro papa enti there is a challenge to everyone that we should increase our numbers. How do we do that? By going out preaching the gospel and making disciples for Jesus Christ. The church is the safest place to grow. I'm telling you, the church is the safest place to grow. We will save the children, will save the youth, and will save our country. So if you ask, these are the undergirded principles that runs the youth ministry.
That is so profound. I'm taken aback for the fact, say, you're not just focusing on the spiritual part of them, but their creativity, that is making them responsible. That is mind-blowing. That is so amazing. Now, with all this that you are giving, these that you are giving to youth, what are your expectations of them?
So, like I have given the core values, they form the basis for our expectation. We are expecting that, number one, they take evangelism serious. They help the church to expand the frontiers. They take the gospel to all nooks and crannies. You see, we call it schools, young people are there. Right. Universities. Right. We are believer. Now we're university. Now you are not living it. Now Christos some question mark krebi wo. Na onim the Bible can say we motro mojoa me few every minute. So we must live it. We must let people know what we believe. We must live it so that they can appreciate as Lord and personal Savior, Jesus Christ. Right. Well, so that they can come to the saving knowledge of Christ. So they must go out there and evangelize. Number 2 is service. We are expecting them to serve. Use their giftings, their talents. Yeah, well, young people, they are professionals. I mean, some have gone to school, some are in high places in community, but they shy away from. But we are trusting God that from this time going, they will leave it out there. They will show forth what God has made them, and then use their professional giftings to help the church. All right. When I've gone to places and they tell you that your corner local assembly, you say you soon yes, na presiding. I say to the young people listening to me, patience. Say you push him away. You still be there and push your way. Over time, no change is not easy. Over time, no, they will get to know. But offer constructive help, constructive criticism to the system, and help let's change the status quo so that we can see the glory of God.
All right. Now, Pacho, with all this tailored for the youth, what are some interventions or support systems some of these young ones that face issues, whether academically, spiritually, psychologically, whatever it is, and what are some of these interventions and our support systems will provide and I'm recommended in my own?
Right. So, you were a counseling unit. Okay. And I want to talk about that. Most people are not aware of our counseling unit. So we call yen Facebook, TAC Online. Okay. Our website rather, taconline.org. You go to our counseling and there are numbers there. You pick the numbers, you call the numbers, and you'll be assisted. Okay. So we have that unit. And if you call my number too, you'll be helped.
For the sake of anyone who is listening who might want some with you.
Right. So my number is 059 163 8625. Right. 059 163 8625.
And their website.
TAC Online. What they all call Google search. Now we have TAC Online. Right. On .org. Right. And your website, remember. Until you call your website now, we search here. You get numbers there, you call. Or you can even WhatsApp. And if there is a need, we've had occasions to counsel some people. So counseling units that are helping. The youth are facing myriads of challenges. Right. And like last time, so that's the opportunity we give. We also have in our various locales, we have what we call the facilitator system. Okay. The facilitators are not just there to teach the young people, but they are the first line or the front line for our support system for troubling youth. Okay. We have trained them, or we are even still training them so that they have the mindset of coaches, mentors, and what have you. They are also disciples. So, and at the basic level, counselors. Right. So the little nuances that shows up in the ministry or in the life of a young person, if they pick, they are able to work on it. And if that they are not able, they escalate it to the national level, then we resolve it. So these are the support systems we have for troubling youth. Like I said, there are other interventions we are looking at. For example, we are looking at youth in agri. under our economic initiative, economic empowerment initiative, and it's still working there process. But if you call us and you have any difficulty, we will see how best we can help and support you.
That is really good. Now, we are in a system, you know, trust is key. We can't assume to be because you needed to bring it out. Now, can these systems be trusted, especially the counseling sessions? Are those involved, the patrons or whoever? This is my issue, or these are, you know, some secret things I'm doing. I want to get whatever it is. No, can they be trusted?
All right. So at the local level, the facilitators are expected to be spiritually matured than the youth they are overseeing or they are facilitating. And on that level, you can say, because they are spiritually matured, you can trust them. I wouldn't say I want to mean trusting but at least you can trust them. Then at the local level again, another support system we have is the patrons. So your elders are, and the criteria for selecting a patron in your local assembly is youth ben, penyin ben na odo nkwala no, odo youth or wakuma emawo. Sankrofono, you can trust them. At the national level, our counseling unit, you can trust them because these are, some of them are professional counselors, some are pastors, and so on and so forth. So I know you can trust those people. Let's attempt using them. Then we can tell whether they can be trusted or not trusted.
Right. Now, when you come to the church, you know, the church is not just the youth ministry. It has other departments and ministries as well. What do you expect from the Ascension ministers, the lay ministers, other ministry leaders? What are your expectations from them?
So thank you very much for this question. And I'm you know me can say me final word in say in for beboa. Mami can't youth ministry as I'm other ministry, but whatever I'm going to say is applicable to them. Yet youth ministry in Apostolic Church is the youngest ministry. And yet children's ministry. Because you buy and chair. We ruled out this and chair crowd. So who are abofra wo fie na ontumi nanti ana o wiawia ono na ye so nsa ono na ye boa no ye nkekemu. That mentality must come. We expect that our ministers will own the ministries. The ministers me the masem be you know. When them car bia with 4 ties. Tie bia representing one ministry. So we have the youth ministry, the children's ministry, the men's ministry, the women's movement. Upompi tie back na ni aka no nyina adwoa unko bebia. Na ni aka no nyina ye dwuma na baako po adwoa unko bebia. The challenge to ministers is that these are the ministries and the movement that helps to run the holistic church. Until you focus in coho, your investment in coho. Well, you invested time, you invested in sika, you invested in talent, in grace. You made their dum be a dum. Fadum those ministries. Na buana yentu mintre ahindieno. It's all about God. Remember God first.
Right. That is really good. And wow. Befacho, what should the community also expect from the youth that is in the youth ministry?
So we are committed to expect responsible citizens.
Okay.
They should expect responsible citizens. They should challenge us. I mean, they should keep challenging the church. If the church is not living up to its bidding, they should challenge us. And I'm expecting that the apostolic youth will be responsible. Menka last story be
no problem.
Some me know me say Apostolic Church being one of the foremost Pentecostal churches in Ghana got to a point where uko akope juma na ukase me apostolic niya. Everybody trusts you. Everybody believes in you. They will give you the job. So you hardly say go through the normal process of screening before you are given job. Right. They trusted you. In my life in this church as a witness leader those days, in my local assembly, I experienced it. Obi free abrochi buy, and Obi set up gas station. Nipa no buy no oni nam, and I buy a local on. That Saturday name I make sure you've nkola die wo, and Obi home and say oh yeah, so this Oboni didn't tell me now or tell me the background. Apparently, he was ever an apostolic before leaving the country too. Okay. But Okoino Wajaya, sorry. And Timuamo to Quina Mujai Apostolic Church. There is a call to you. Mukoa. Munjani answer. This man came with the proposal say, what be a Juma or pay apostolic me Asha Swaman. Let me say, and then he gave me the story that or no or apostolic me. Nimamiti oh you know apostolic for a bit me a trusty one. So I'm expecting say this spirit, this assertion about an apostolic youth is revived in our communities. That the apostolic youth can be trusted and he or she is responsible. The community should expect that.
Wow. I'm blown away. So the community should expect that the youth of the Apostolic Church can be trusted. And the youth, no, it doesn't mean say, oh, excuse my language, now, oh, Jimmy Keke, because, oh, if you're apostolic, so automatically the trust should come. You have to play a role. So go through the training that you are being taught in the youth ministry. Make sure you join. Pastor Ofe Pacho, as we wrap up, what are your final words?
My final word, no, again, they say, we are expecting the youth to embrace first and foremost the youth ministry that has come, especially though the young adults. Right. The challenge we are having is that some of them are feeling reluctant to join us, but we need them. We need them to mentor the younger ones that are coming. We need them to be examples to the young ones that are coming. In the local assemblies where there are no youth, they should go out there, gather the youth and train them, help them to grow. In the near future, we'll see a powerful force in the church.
Beautiful, beautiful one. Beautiful one. Thank you so much, Pastor. God bless you so much.
God bless you too.
We are so grateful. And see, you've heard it all. You've heard it all from Pastor Enoch Bote Ofe, the National Youth Ministry leader of the Apostolic Church Ghana. We've been discussing about the youth. You've heard a lot here on the Apostolic Insight segment of the Morning Express. I am Jasmine, I know your host as usual. And please don't change the dial. The show hasn't ended yet. Just take your time, sit down, relax. We're bringing you music and fine arts.
The trials of the righteous, but the Lord delivers, He delivers him from them all. Many are his diverse afflictions, but Jehovah God saves and delivers his own. Since Christ is seated at the right hand side of God, interceding for his children, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Since he has said you never leave me alone, nor forsake me when I need him. I am more than the conqueror, overcomer in all my trials. So I count it all joy for the trial of my faith, yields positive results. I count it all joy when my faith yields perseverance. Perseverance yields maturity to make me grow up like nothing. Yeah. Everything works together for my good. Whether good or bad, is for my good. All things work together for my good. Every situation is for my good. Everything works together. Things are working. Whether good they are moving and shaking. All things work for my good. For my good. Ha! Weeping is not for the night. Sorrow is not for the night. Joy comes in the morning, 'cause you said. So weeping is not for the night. Sorrow is not for the night. Sorrow is not for the night. Joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning, 'cause you said you will honor me. When I get to overcome all my trials and victory, with a crown of righteousness, grace and peace multiplied unto me. After fighting a good fight, and after winning the race, after keeping the faith, trusting your word, Lord, you will honor me. Ha! Blessed is the man who perseveres under trials. For when he is approved, he will receive the crown of life. A crown which you, the Lord, has promised them that love you. Whether black, white, colored, everybody, with a crown of glory, with a crown of righteousness. Yeah, after shaking all the sin that hinders, fix my eyes on Jesus, the perfecter of my faith. Now after fighting a good fight, and after winning the race, after keeping the faith, trusting your word, Lord, you will honor me. You're the Lord my God. Your words are yea and amen, so true. You are faithful to your word. You are the Lord my God. When I triumph through the storms of this life, through the hills and valleys, Lord, you will honor me. Now after fighting a good fight, and after winning the race, after keeping the faith, trusting your word, Lord, I believe you will honor me. Ha! Sapwa. Sapwa. are the trials of the righteous, but the Lord delivers, He delivers him from them all. Many are his diverse afflictions, but Jehovah God saves and delivers. as his own. Since Christ is seated at the right hand side of God, interceding for his children, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Since he has said he'll never leave me alone, nor forsake me when I need him, I am more than the conqueror, overcomer in all my trials. So I count it all joy, for the trial of my faith yields positive results. I count it all joy when my faith yields perseverance. Perseverance yields maturity to make me grow up like nothing. Everything works together for my good. Whether good or bad, is for my good. All things work together for my good. Every situation for my good. Everything works together. Things are working. Whether good they are moving and shaking. All things work for my good. For my good. Ha! Weeping is not for the night. Sorrow is not for the night. Joy comes in the morning, 'cause you said. So weeping is not for the night. Sorrow is not for the night. Sorrow is not for the night. Joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning, 'cause you said you will honor me. When I get to overcome all my trials and victory, with a crown of righteousness, grace and peace multiplied unto me. After fighting a good fight.
Hello there, welcome back, welcome back. This is still the Morning Express, where we promise to give you an edifying experience. And it is time for our main discussion for this morning. This morning we are talking on the topic Beyond Politics, the Christian's contribution to national development. Beyond Politics, the Christian's contribution to national development. And here with me is an amazing, intelligent man of God in the person of Pastor William Efum Eni-Adjei. He is currently the Business Development and Partnerships Manager at the Apostolic Church Ghana headquarters. Pastor, you're very much welcome. A very good morning to you.
Thank you, and good morning to you.
I hope you're doing well, sir.
By God's grace.
Thank God so much. So, Pastor, beyond politics, the Christian's contribution to national development. Most of the times, anything that has to do with national development, we leave it for the politicians. And it's like Christians, we always want to just be focused on the spiritual part of it all the time. What are the roles of a Christian in the national development? What are some of the roles? Can you highlight that for us? Go deeper into this, because it's about time Christians stop being just focused on the spiritual part of it.
Okay. So again, let me say good morning to our cherished viewers. And let me congratulate the Black Stars. Oh, yes, yes. Yes, when it comes to football, it is the result that matters.
Right,
yes.
Right.
If you're able to watch the match, but it was the first half, we all
suffered. It was a good year.
It was just like we were just on the field.
Right. Just participating.
But the second half, I think we did very well. We pray Ghana will go far.
It would, that's the thing.
So coming to the substantive issue, beyond politics. So let me say this, beyond the pulpit, because with the Christians, our core function or goal or objective is to get a dying soul saved. So ours, we will say, it's a kingdom business.
Right.
That everyone will come to the realization that Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior, and not only realizing it, but taking steps to accept Jesus, and not only joining the church, but live by what the Bible says. So that is our primary function. So whatever we do is around this.
Right.
Now, we live with men. We live with men.
Right.
We can't allow men who are non-Christians alone to regulate or govern us.
Right.
We live with them. And when you look at Ghana, for instance, like we are saying, what can we do? We've done a lot as Christians.
Okay.
But we are to do more.
Oh, okay.
We've done a lot as Christians. We have been able to shape the development of Ghana. When you look at the pillars that a country survives, one will look at the health of the people.
Okay.
So the health sector.
Right.
We look at the economic sector. We look at the educational sector. We look at the security. We look at the social well-being of the people. And we look at behavioria.
Right.
So when you look at these 6 things, Nama Bosono, the church has already contributed in shaping these things. But we have to do more.
Right.
Yemfa something like education.
Okay.
Say, enye Christianity pa, enka God education mean nim ne beti maya.
Right.
Oh yeah, because all these giant secondary schools, and then senior high school like this Infante Payment and all those things. Yeah. They are all faith-based churches.
Mission schools, that's true.
They're all mission schools. Right. Before Ghana, before our independence, 1957. Now these schools were there. And they were all faith-based schools. Right. Now, they've been able to help shape the country.
Right.
When you come to the tertiary, I don't want to mention some. Look at the school like Central University.
Right.
And I'll mention their name because I read my LLB with Central University.
Okay.
We share this SDA school, Apostolic Church, go to Kumasi.
Right.
Look at what we are doing. Now our school is accredited. And this Niamano say enka amanka, our traditional way of doing things, but somewhere, and the Orthodox way, somewhere not going to help us to get to where we've got into.
Right.
But notwithstanding, we have to do more.
We have to do more. There's more room for improvement.
Oh, yes. Which time your basic schools no free in soaring in some our nation no cry running to say never be your culture sa discipline edition kwala anymore but thank God that the schools are coming back to the church. We share health. A nation cannot survive if the people are not healthy.
Right.
And when you come to the health sector, Christianity, especially in Ghana, I can say, if you run at par with the government, it's like 50-50. Because share way Christian Health Association of Christian Christian Health Association of Ghana, CHAC. They say our CHAC facilities is more than 420. In sorry hospitals, clinics, health posts. Main kind what we even call the cheap compound. When you come to the F facility, say that is the list there. Mekai, when they introduce the cheap compound, now Ejuma Miyana is attached to Ministry of Health. So I have to go from Ashanti region to the other part, that's the northern part of Ghana. Don't look at the cheap compounds. They breed more than 1,000. They were donated by Christian organizations. Being person bought other churches, but people say the cheap compound, baby kakra they are here. Next be at now, they share the community. Churches were donating. Obe wona sorry die no machemu omo de ama. Obe wona mo compound no be see bibi no mo de ama. And those things as what you may not see.
Right.
What you may not see. And some of the specialized hospitals, Abuja Ghana, Catholic Church has done a lot. Shebato, they are specialized hospitals. If you want to look at the specialists who come from outside the country to come and perform these surgeries, we share the cost involved. But churches don't know all those things. Now, about the Apostolic Church itself, the Apostolic Church Ghana, at least we are running 3 hospitals. Back on, if you never regularize, back on, so Yakati sold. In the NGB, we are going to run, by 6 months, we are going to run 5 hospitals.
Wow.
Yes. And when you run these hospitals, apart from you providing health, it also creates jobs for people.
Right.
Man, share my record. I think the last I went to Kumasi facility about 3 months ago, measured the number of workers. It was about 227. Yeah. So it creates that thing too. Employment for the youth. Now, and that is for the health sector.
Right.
But the other economic empowerment. Wow. The church has done tremendously well. Now, I know the second part, you will look at how we can do more.
Right.
Yes. The question is, what can we do? But I want to lay the foundation for people to know, say, we've done some already. We've done a lot. We've really done a lot. You see, when it comes to economic empowerment, would you go and read about these micro financial supports? Sometimes your friend Ukua and all those things. Most of them were initiated by the church.
Okay.
And yet now I say this Apostolic Church, Mustudio, our TAC Conference Center building. Maybe our workers say, wow, how do we help ourselves? That is how this thing started.
Okay.
And mostly, the seed money, a church, and programs at church, running.
Right.
Because and our politicians are recognizing the youth movement and the women movement. And as the youth wing and the women's wing.
Right.
But those things were initiated by the church. So we will say the teachings of the church and our Christianity targeted the youth and the women. So women are resourced today, are they not being the church?
Right.
Because per your culture then and your attitude, what do we say? It was even difficult for women to come up.
Right.
And some of the faith, the non-Christian faith, and so we're not giving the women the opportunity to come up.
That was true.
But now you go to Legon, say, graduation was the best student, say, now say, a man on pass. And most it was a church. Because the church looks at soul. We don't differentiate between a male soul and a female soul. To the church, there, right. So the church started organizing this program. So every church, go school that way. Some say na yenkuto, say na yesra, way, pomade, way, and it has really helped other people. Right. And believe me, me nima sorry what Ghana on my scholarships. Right. Oh yes, me nima sorry on my scholarships. Sometimes the only thing is that when they bring it to the public, amount the pressure. So sometimes it's within leadership, and they look at some deprived people and they support. Right. If they be more hard, had they not been in the church, they wouldn't even get to where they are. You see, near a D, I'm talking about economic empowerment. When you look at the wealth of a nation, Ushe onipa esu senia ote without Christ. Obepe se obeji bibi ama ne ho. Enti ema corruption. Eye juma bibre. But church no. Ushe kwan a church do organizing the programs. Any say they are oboa. Ni teachings, ni nyamisuro they share in all things be equal. A Christian or a committed Christian, or your opportunity to serve in the public sector or in the private sector, corruption and kind. And when monies go to the right places, economically, it builds the nation. Right. Maybe you want to come in, but again, many the state governance a check, and I always have interest. Se bibi ba na se ewo a bit me the war be aba, and I say war be pie whether ethnic or whatsoever, or between two political parties or whatever. No. Whenever they set mediation team and a peace council, they don't do it without the church. Right. Yes. So the church has been seen to be peaceful. So when you want the people to live in harmony, the church comes in. Right. And then the church, you know, that ACC name bia and Kagana and Tokabe Brace. Yes. But the issue is that with the Bible teachings, we give God all the glory. So you don't see us propagating. Say we did this, we did this, we did this. So most of these things are done.
Right. It makes it look like the church is not doing anything. They are under the right.
A lot. The church does a lot when it comes to those things. Right. And even shaping behavioral attitudes. Oh. Nia onipa etai etino. Eno ena etena nimu ena shape no. Enti meni omi no. So I can say we a medical doctor. Na say I can say me be a mechanical. Eye na ye kire wo. Ena obeye o medical doctor. Eye na ye kire na be mechanic. Right. So I can say we a nurse. Na me a driver, professional driver. And a chair, many nature. All right. So we look at Ghana population now. For the Christians, about is it 2020? About 67.something%. Right. With this number, Metima can say Ghana a peaceful. Asumdwe wo Ghana. Na twa say ejina this majority.
Right.
Na e won nea yeti. Ene nea e form ye. Enti even as the church core mandate is to win souls and as a save a soul, no, beyond that, no, the church even shapes us.
Right.
Ye kasemu, ye ni ye mu, ne maybe oha for the sake of peace. I see ye enko, which means I dare ye wodia.
Also,
but we share the peace. Like I say, for the sake enko. But other teachings will tell you, say, Sadia wodia, memo be in fact.
Right.
And that is where they strike it. But the church makes it to understand, say, there may be a chumu time crown, you be wager. So you be share the bigger implications, not say, let's just go. So, my lady, when it comes to Ghana, it is true, say, it is the church that has shaped us to be who we are. Look, we share the economic indicators and other basic things that we need. Now they compare some advanced country. We don't come close to them. Regardless, stress are equal. Omuntia say ni entia. Obindi di. Ebi opon asori nso a oni aduane ekwa akodi. Still are happy. They don't understand it. Omo hwe ni ayewo mu are still yenye stressful. They don't understand it. But let me tell you, it's the church.
Right.
And whenever I say it's the church, it is Christ. Let me end on this one. Look, emotionally, mostly a man. Obeba sorry, obesa, obe yesi, odiobika o. Odiobika. But that moment, and the excitement and those things, you are really free. So as for the church, dear, we church do free more. We are gone.
Right.
Oh no, there is no Ghana without the church.
Wow.
There's no Ghana without the church.
Wow. Pastor Nimiche, please. For some of the Christians now, they feel, say, the nation development and our building, is just for the politicians, What are some biblical principles that supports the involvement of Christians? So, for the ignorant ones, the ignorant Christians out there that just want to be comfortable in the church, in their spirituality, and leave the nation building to the politicians, this might change their mind. What are some biblical principles that support the involvement of Christians in nation building?
Okay, so let me start with this. I have a lot to say about this thing. Onyankopon obo wiase no, oboyen e won iseso. It created its own image.
Right.
And God created. So God himself, he worked. And after the creation, he also commanded us or commissioned us to work.
Okay.
Where are you going to work?
Good question.
You live here.
Right.
This is where you live.
Right.
You are supposed to work. One of our apostles, a day before yesterday, we had a devotion. He said something I like it so much. I just don't want to mention his name. Now, I can say, we should note this. Especially, we understand what we call ministerial role. Pastors and those people. And there's what we call non-ministerial role. But no, I can say, near your friend, non-ministerial role. It is still ministerial role.
Okay.
So what it means, they say, Onyankopɔn hwɛ kwan sɛ bibi a woyɛ bia no yɛde sɛ woyɛ ama Onyankopɔn. Yɛde sɛ woyɛ ne yie.
Say you are sorry more, say outside the church. We are manyame.
We are manyame.
Right.
Enti sɛ ejuma a woyɛ ne sɛ school bi wɔ area mu wɔ wotɔn jollof rice man kwala no anaasɛ wheat whatever ɛna wotɔn man kwala no a men kɔsesa tomatoes a apro a wonim sɛ ɛnyɛ nea wo ma ntimi ndi no men fa nkɔyɛ ma other people. So I'll come to the top, but that is how it starts. Enti wa wonim sɛ dwane we ɛnyɛ ɛnyenya asɛe a wogya ho bibia de amada nkrɔfoɔ no. It tells me you're not doing the right thing. Na ɛhɔ ɛna ɛhyɛ ase fi. Enti at every stage bia de bi bɛhyɛ wo nsɛ bia no woyɛ bia yɛne sɛ woyɛ ama Onyankopɔn. Because Onyankopɔn bɔ yɛ sɛ yɛnyɛ adwuma. Onyankopɔn Israelfoɔ nante ehu as a nation. At every point be an omomo, a leader. Or a momo, a priest to support them.
As they need you, please hold that thought. You call you cut your hook a be na ya so you're still watching Morning Express. You're going for a quick breather. We'll be back with more. Stay tuned.
The road to your destiny is a different road. And the first statement we are making is that only God knows that road, and only God knows how to take you on it. The journey you are about to take, the end has already been determined. Solomon Amajati said, there's nothing new under the sun. He used wisdom. He didn't use an aloof spirit. Whom you serve continually, where is your faith? How can you perish if I am with you? Who can be against us? Not your intelligence, not your wealth, not your strength, but faith. These few verses describes one of the most beautiful lives that you can find in the Bible. He was giving birth to sons and daughters. Jesus, help us. We seem to have put God and the devil at the same level. What Enoch found, you will find.
The Journey of Life, showing on TAC TV on Sundays at 7 p.m. and the rebroadcast on Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. This is still the Morning Express, where we promise to give you an edifying experience, and we are talking on the contribution beyond politics, how Christians can play a role in nation building or nation development. Now, no power na many Pastor William Efum Enieje ena chuche nkomo efa. Pastor Ansa na yekoye no, we're talking about some biblical principles that supported the involvement of Christians in nation building. But you're over to
okay. Is it that Midika can say Onyankopon a boy say Yejuma? So that is one thing.
Right.
Say Yejuma faithfully. O serve nipa. O say Onyankopon na o serve. So what dream one you just serve faithfully. Right. Okay. Then the second one I was saying something said God walked with the Israelites. He saw them as a nation. And he always appointed a leader for them. So in their architecture, in terms of constitution,
right,
how to govern, there was a leader. And at a point in time, Moses was advised, on call for sub committees and leaders, so that they will group the people, smaller number, on be into and no. It's just like what we do in cabinets and in ministries. Right. So God is interested in our governance.
Okay.
Now in our governance, no, and yeah, molding days, no, yeah, friend, no, in politics.
Okay.
Because every state and now every country are orani democracy. As I said, do be and appoint you be no be so. Internet say who per se will be president of Ghana, who per se will be member of parliament of Ghana, who per se you appoint you to political positions. You have no choice than to join a political party.
Right.
Yes. And I'll come to the technocrats.
Okay.
The public servants, the civil servants, they are all there.
Right.
Now, but 2 million kasani there. As a president, the cabinet, the ministers, the MPs, the district chief executives, and other appointees. Ain't the truth they say? We are Christian. You may be a person you be no. We won't say. Ubitimaye. Ense unyami sumswa. You may be a baby. So person operate choba. So the choba me go operate no. Ense minyami sumswa. Over so bobo. We will say into football. But the me career. Hami minyami sumana. Because ni nyina wo niama conditions wo. Football what countries be ko bobo ha. Won't mean can say o perform rituals.
Right.
So once a country we go bobo ha. These are the rituals I have to go through. And is against my Christian practice and as a belief. Ain't mean yet. Your medical doctors, Pierre. Como faço de nyo musika pa no ebe o yo Kristo ni nso a obi nso mpenisa. So what I say in the profession bia no it comes so exactly. Oh yeah, yes. Enti who person we hear politics so we will say this is how the politics is played in Ghana. Meeting me. The temptation is there. Meeting me. Yeah, maybe okay, maybe something want to talk about. Sometimes you just want to let it be. Okay. When I was actively involved in politics, and that was 2012 Easter Convention for Christ Apostolic Church, or Easter Convention. Okay. Now the regional minister for Greater Accra. Nice my speech. Okay. Now he only me said me a very good Christian. Just been called representing. So make a kasai. I said my kind and ye be more because of the other faith.
Okay.
Me kapa because me say me this must still equate. And some of my NDC friends and those people know these things and Iwiana Asemba on I frame me and I call Chief Imam ho. Chief Imam out here only me personally or frame William. So I explained the whole thing. Thank God the man understood where I'm coming from. Right. This is my faith. So I have to speak about my faith very well. He understood it.
Right.
Other people didn't understand. So I'm bringing some of the temptation here.
Okay.
Then, like a party, but yeah, let's say a press conference. Because now, then I was a party and I was a parliamentary candidate.
Right.
A chop press statement no man. Make sure that my name no be kaya. It will go against my faith. Because Me and Amaka, and I'm on television to say, yes, me and Amaka, and I've explained them and justified them.
Right.
But a proud election, Easter, the same I call election. And you know, that's true when you know, mommy, the general secretary. Let me say this, I will not do. And some of my friends will be listening. 89, your vice chairman back could be. I mean, funny crazy. Or see, if I don't read this thing, and we happen to win this election, the appointment that I had, mommy appointment, oh, appointment. Let it go. I didn't read. But it takes a strong determination. Right. So these are some of the things. Say, can I still stand?
Because you Bianca, you would have just succumbed to it.
And the temptation.
Right.
You see, we are to be there. I'm not doing this to scare people, but these are the realities. At the moment you become a candidate in these strong political parties. Right. There are other things that they would like you to do. So when I say, to me stand, so you weigh yourself whether you can first. So what should I want to me? Then look for other things to do because it involves a lot. You represent a whole class of people and their diversity of faith.
Right.
Me kai me fie baako Alaja Beling Pehona and me official home. Me contest na me nuanum from the other faith and I love them. They say yes sacrifice be before about some few days to election. Hey, now me I need me say that say obi etwemu na edi the ntwemu jana yeti ho na ye ne bia. So at the moment you objective, then you get enemies within. Right. Some people may even vote against you. So you look at all those things. But having said these things, there are Christians in to do the right thing. Sure. And the temptation too, the way I am running politics for Ghana, politician has a lot of power.
Right.
Do one show you team so you drive the police ni who oh we ni and found your ability to make wealth alone is another issue. But regardless, I mean, regardless of all this, and that grace that propels you, God will give it to you. Because in the state politics, those things are open.
Right.
So you know your opponent. You know your enemy in quotes. But sometimes in the faith politics, in the church politics, so the risk is in every way. But God is looking forward to say, his children will lead. One major thing we do catch the youth, and they say, it's why the Christian youth, and they say, whatever you are doing, do it well.
Okay.
Go to school, these things. Because it is not only political appointment that takes you to the top, but technocrats are there.
Right.
They do the work. Oh, they do the work. I've been there before. We will say, in terms of education, that very profession, in terms of the work, you don't come close to them. So you also need them.
Right.
So if it is even difficult for you to go through the political appointment channel, your education, your profession, the kind of work that you do can also take you there. But that is there. Go to the districts. Go to, from next year, they should finish the LI on how we are going to run our district assemblies. So chief executives are not going to be appointed again. They're going to run this. And these Christians can offer themselves.
Okay.
And it is your work that we should.
Okay.
So we should never leave the governance of this state to the non-Christians.
Okay.
The danger is that they will formulate policies.
Right.
They will compel us to implement the policies, whether good or bad.
For that person who you mentioned that they can equally get to those points through education. Now, Sebio, say Obia, maybe an educational background is not that high, to the peak. Now, on you're actively in politics, what other ways or forms can they still be involved in the governance of the country?
Yeah, so Midika can say, we are building a nation.
Right.
So it is work. So what you are doing now, you are not working for the state, you're working for a private organization, but what you are doing is also helping to build a state or a nation.
Okay.
So if you are a policeman, you are a border guard, whether an immigration officer or military person, and you are doing your work well, we are all working.
Okay.
And yet, Chinchini say you should become president.
Okay.
And yet, Chinchini say you become a minister or a chief executive. But at every level, we are building a nation. You see, near a man, sometimes when you go on throne or three, and I thank God I've tasted both. Look, sometimes the politician wishes, say, oh yeah, wo.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you also wish, say, we all know.
Yes.
Because sometimes there's stress. No, maybe share match in So I slept after 1. Well, politician be around 4. Okoye Juma. Or we are, say cabinet meeting 10 o'clock. Obedu fie 12. Nani gate and 4 channel. So sometimes, you're so stressful. Right. I wish I have friends. Yes. I have friends who are up.
Okay.
And they tell me, say, so we wish we are like them.
And they
also wish
they are like us. Right.
The most important thing is that wherever you find yourself, serve faithfully, serve well, serve humanity like you are serving God.
Right.
Everybody who is closer to me, so my children, friends who are very close, I tell them, say, what I'm always foreseeing. So Nyankopon mami grace. Na me nche pa minim se eye nipa. Ebia meda ho amintimi enkomba. But I'll be recollecting things that I've done and I'll be smiling. It has give me, I tell people, say, catch me say be the cleaner here. I will do it with joy. Obikra will wish to be the cleaner. Give me every small office.
Right.
I will work with joy. Obi nyanka. There was a day when you be committee be, and we met some medicine and other things. And I'm a bar Apostolic TAC Conference Center. Maybe I normal here, you be training for area heads. Na Apostolic na be coordinating programs. Maybe na say change venue no quickly. Na you be your conference room, executive conference room. I said about the main auditorium. And to quickly president say Fambra. Honsa yifi. And to quickly buy. That been a me free. So I took that stuff. I was cleaning. And the parkour I the call not take say but you were from a high meeting. They said, "Why are you?" So yes, because they are coming down. You see, all that I'm trying to say is that I'm not saying this for myself, but for everybody.
Right.
Because after everything, we'll go back. Until you will recollect.
Right.
road where I hear na a $100 million road. But me, fraudulent way, me my only $20 million a year. 80 no be pockety. Me da ko to fie wo UK. And if fie no si UK. Me na me yare am da ho ya. Binti me nko UK.
Right.
Now nkrofo so enya accident on road no so. E bi kra na me wo fasi bi kra ko nya accident on road no so. What happens to you? So my lady, it is not only getting to that office, but wherever you find yourself, serve as you are serving to God. Just as I said, you see, everything that you do, say it to be, say, free, it's a calling. Right. And you do it well. Because we are building a state.
Right.
We are building a state. That is good.
That is beautiful. But Anieje, before we wrap up, what are your final words?
My final words is, let's work.
Okay.
I mean, let's work. It is when we work that we make mistakes.
Right.
And when we make mistakes, we learn from the mistakes and we improve upon it. Let's work. You see, you work, let me work. Let the other party also work. We'll get a resource. I don't want to mention some countries, but if you see how the Israelis, if you see how they work, if you see how they work, you always get results. If you don't work, you don't get results. Right. So the work cut across. If you're a pastor and you are given a church to run and you don't work, you will not get the results. Right. If you think it is only Sundays, but you don't visit your people, you don't share their concerns, you are doing nothing. Right. If you're a district pastor and you don't do, if you're area superintendent and yours is to be roaming about, but you don't get it. If you work with TAC TV, and you don't, you see, we should work. That is the only thing. And God sees everything. You see, God sees everything. God sees. So if you have it, I'm working for God, you work. Right. You work. See, my last thing to everybody is that it is not your position that makes you enjoy in future.
Okay.
It's not your position that creates the wealth for you.
Okay.
I've seen people in the lower rank, but omoko retirement, they have a good place to sleep. And their health. So to everybody, especially to the apostolics, let's work.
Let's work.
Let's work. Every church that I've pastored, they know I'll call my members one after the other. What are you doing? You must work. School. You must work. So where we have to come in to support, we will come in. Everybody must work. Let's work.
That is so profound, Pastor William Efum Anieje. Thank you so much. God bless you. We know how busy you are. So thank you for coming here. And your words are so profound. Thank you so much. So you've had it all on the main discussion, talking about beyond politics, how we can contribute to nation building as Christians. Now, waka bebre, but point to be taken is said we must work. Why? Because God created man to work. God created man to work. That is the foremost thing. And secondly, whatever it is you are doing, in whatever level you are, do it as you are doing it unto God. It doesn't matter how much you are taking. It doesn't matter the stress you go through. Kaina fatua dream say, oh yeah, amanyame. Into oh yeah, amanyame nkwadi and bohumode. Work and things will come up right. That is the best way you can contribute to the national development as a Christian and even as a citizen as a whole. Unfortunately, we would have to end the main discussion here. We are going for a quick break where we'll be back with more. Stay tuned. Still on the Morning Express.
Hallelujah, it's coming again. All roads lead to Accra, Ghana. 2026 is a significant year for the Apostolic International Fraternity. We're gathering in Accra, Ghana from the 3rd to 6th November 2026 for the Apostolic World Conference 2026. God is bringing his children from across the globe for a spiritual buffet. Registration is open from the 15th of December 2025 to 31st July 2026. For registration or inquiries, visit apostolicworldconference.org. That's apostolicworldconference.org, or use the details on your screen.
It started in Wales with hearts aflame. A whisper turned to a mighty name. The spirit fell, the nation stirred. The fire of Pentecost reoccurred. The spreading flame, the belt, the hand, and the globe. The fire is marching round the world. From Wales to England, Scotland, and France, to Denmark's hearts that caught the dance. The belt, the hand, and the globe. The nations heard his call. Revival, fire, apostolic flame. To Jesus, Lord of all. To Nigeria's shores, the message came with faith and power in Jesus' name. In Ghana's land, the truth took hold. In Sierra Leone, the story told to Cameroon, Togo, Benin, and Congo's plains. The spirit poured like mighty rains. From South Africa to Kenya's land, Uganda, Zambia, take their stand. Wabelto, yeah, then we'll sign and share and move. Your hand is upon us. Oh, from Accra to Abuja, to Kampala, oh, Holy Ghost, send revival now. Oh, the worldwide flame across India and the Caribbean seas, Trinidad, Jamaica on bended knees, Brazil, Mexico, the USA, join the cry of praise today. Australia, Philippines, South Korea song, all nations to Christ belong. From Canada's cold to New Zealand's light, the belt of truth shines ever bright. I know the spreading flame. The belt, the hand, and the globe. Together we proclaim his love.
The road to your destiny is a different road. And the first statement we are making is that only God knows that road, and only God knows how to take you on it. The journey you are about to take, the end has already been determined. Solomon Amajati said, there's nothing new under the sun. He used wisdom. He didn't use an aloof spirit. Whom you serve continually, you will deliver. Where is your faith? How can you perish if I am with you? Who can be against us? Not your intelligence, not your wealth, not your strength, but faith. These few verses describes one of the most beautiful lives that you can find in the Bible. He was giving birth to sons and daughters. Jesus, help us. We seem to have put God and the devil at the same level. What Enoch found, you will find.
The Journey of Life, showing on TAC TV on Sundays at 7 p.m. and the rebroadcast on Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
Well, a very good morning to you. It's now time for the sports segment here on the Morning Express. My name is Evans Nana Eje. Now today, I'm going to have a very insightful conversation with some sports enthusiasts and analysts because, yesterday Ghana managed to beat Panama 1-0 in our first Group L encounter in the 2026 FIFA World Cup that is currently ongoing in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. But, Caleb Irenchi yesterday performed superbly and got Ghana the deserved win to give us all 3 points in Group L. So, yeah, I'm going to go straight into the conversation with my guest over here. Welcome, Mr. Stephen Appiah.
Thank you so much.
Tax force.
Yeah, but as I said,
yes. Thank you very much. Now, Enrano, Ghana, Enrana Joe, about 11 p.m. and Yene Panama, Ede Agrono, Ede Shisheso. First of all, what's your general impression of the game?
All right. Now, me pese me can be kakra. I believe that in sports or in football, late wins are always the best.
You are right.
Late wins are always the best.
Of course, yeah.
It reminded me of June 2010. Asamoah Gyan.
Yeah.
One of the prolific strikers that we've
and Rana our stadium. Not Asamoah Gyan was stadium. Now Obesha time I the Fatau Isha Kubemu. Fatau the first attempt he ballooned the ball and it wasn't even on target. And Cameron Tall, Captain Asamoah Gyan, so former captain of the Black Stars, you saw his reaction. He felt if Mina Mijina Hoa and Ka made to me IBB differently.
Yeah. What I realized was that, you see, Ghana, we had our first shot on target on the 48th minute.
That is after
the first half.
The first half, yeah.
The early hours of the second half. And your first shot on target for the 8th minute. Now, what also came to my mind was that, as Asamoah Gyan was saying that, yes, now we have Fatau and other players on Omubitimi, because now
we're not shooting. First half.
You shoot 2 balls. Then I make an Brenna go in a boy empire. Because you see, at that time, the team or the opponent is already exhausted.
Of course.
That particular time, tactics don't come to play. Look at the last minute corner they had. How their entire team, even including their goalkeeper, all came to attack us.
Okay, so game no a boy,
Yeah.
Like we said, first half Ghana had 0 shot on target.
Yeah.
We didn't have any attempt at all.
Yeah.
And saying that ube measure in first half they call into this very game. Do you think first half we were too passive and then we allowed the people Panama to get to us? Was it also a game plan? Who feels coach Emma boys said we should be passive, let's give them the ball and then play, we exhaust them and then we counter them and get a goal?
Yeah, clearly from the second half now, I realized that in the first half we were just steadying them, but we were so lucky that we didn't concede the goal. You see, looking at the formational play of the Panamas and Ghana, our natural formation, that's 4-4-2. But it was more like a 4-4-1-1.
You see, I think there were some changes.
Now, the Panamas were playing 3-4-3. 3-4-3.
Okay.
So they were having numbers in the midfield than us.
Yeah.
So you see, in the first half, we weren't able to hold that play for 3 minutes.
It was very...
it was terrible. As soon as we get the ball, like we were playing to the tune of the Panamas. You see, they were playing long balls. Because of their 3 center backs not moving, they were using the lateral wingers, like the deep 2 and the deep 3. So you could realize that when their right center back and the left center back gets the ball, they balloon the balls to the lateral wingers and were operating from the wings. So what helped us was the average height of our center backs.
Of course. Jerome Opoku
and Ajite. They did the magic for us.
Yeah. I think say Enrano, the 2 center backs, they did very well.
Yes.
And then our right back and even left back, I was not too happy with your left back when we started the game, just about 10 minutes into it. Now, I said pressure kakra also. But look at Senaya, he picked an early yellow card, but he was able to hold and play the game.
Yeah, you see, with a right back, I think defensively he's good. Very, very, very good. But when he's attacking, he lacks the quality. Because he made about 4 crosses in the game. Only one was effective.
Yeah.
How come a right foot back will cross 4 and miss 3?
Yeah.
He was just valuing the balls.
Anyway, let's move on. Now, going into this tournament now, Ghana and making changes in our coaching department.
Yeah.
Coach Otto Addo. On an hour qualifiers.
Yeah.
And qualifying for the World Cup.
Absolutely.
But then we had to let him go and bring in Carlos Queiroz. Yeah. Do you think Enrano, Coach Queiroz, ne brilliance, ne tactical play and a boa Ghana it made me a winning? Because if you look at the statistics, at the end of the game, we were able to play total shots 7, but against Panama about 12.
Yeah.
And the 2 and an on target, or more than 4 and an on target. Was it Coach Carlos Queiroz who compare Carlos Queiroz ne brilliance and am I a winnie?
You know, game, you be sure say na me training formation Ghana bebo. Because the only match na manya opportunity I share Carlos with the team against Wales. And he played a 4-4-2 style of formation. And I realized that Panama for so dangerous. England,
they created more chances than us.
Yes.
They created.
At a point, I realized that they lack ideas.
Or they lacked somebody who could finish.
Yes. Because I say, do year and a half now, try to have a means to cross the ball. Whilst they can even look at giving pocket passes. You see, pocket passes, it breaks a whole team system down. Like the way the Spanish and the Germans have been playing. But we rely on crosses. Look at their right winger, Martinez, a very short guy who cross the ball.
And now high dream.
Yes.
Almost striker.
Or higher dream.
Yeah.
But it wasn't more of like a dual 1v1. Once the feet are very quick, but they were floating the balls to him. And now we are having taller defenders or center back. That is why they didn't get a goal.
Hold on with that one.
Yeah.
Now, share table and some of the matches in Group L. England also played yesterday.
Yeah.
They played against Croatia and Ghana. Now, England share 4 goals and Croatia and so share 2. First half, and they 2-2. But back, England came to come and beat them 4-2. And we share England. Currently, table omodasro. Ghana and that's second. Do we have the chance say you beat me I qualify from this group?
Yeah, I believe that with this World Cup, the best third will be considered.
All right, so we have another person on the line who is going to join the conversation. Hello, good morning and welcome. Enoch Sarkodie. And you're about the Batak TV show. Okay, so Enra game no enkomona yedie, but we want to take your quick thoughts on the entire game, Enra.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. It's and then it was a very significant team, Ghana, and generally I was they showed they needed the win more than Ghana because they lost all the matches. They couldn't even score 1 goal. And they were very good team to make the match. So, first half, tactically, they were pounding just from the
okay.
Then their coach also and we got it. I think it was a very
okay. So your time here could be brief, but I want to ask you and then perhaps let you go then so that we can continue the conversation in the studio. Going into our next game, Yane England and Ebebo. What do you think Ghana should do in order to be able to at least score England or hold them for a point and then we can qualify out of the group?
Yeah, so yesterday's very thank you to the of the intent. And from the coach, looks like they know what they know the kind of games they have. And see, going to the they just have to make adjustments to the environment. England is going to dominate. If we take anyone, they said yes to the first half. England will be small because they were really strong. I think the starting line, if the coach take a down and bench and start maybe like Thomas up one, who can do it and just get busy, to help. It's part of just UNC. I think they can be understand a good competition. But generally, with the go department. So keep it tight and get England and see.
Oh, okay. So now your midfield no, and also Irenchi, Caleb Irenchi. I mean, he performed so much well. Now Thomas Partey is coming back. Is he the one SSAM pair together with Caleb Irenchi? Now your midfield na intimate solid because if we share England they have the likes of Rice and Jude Bellingham, all these guys in the midfield. Inti saying na yenye yenema emfa.
Exactly. We need Thomas again, especially with the UK and the English teacher to that should be an inspiration to perform against them. And they can rise is a superior team. They know it, and it will be a difficult thing for him. And looking at his performance, really should be Anderson and Bellingham. So we find issue between us party always been that he never shows up for the times. Like he performs at Arsenal and then the other when he comes to this, we never see him in the way ACN and stood up in the midfield for the black. So this is going to be his last sport. So we are hoping to step back with coming in with the from Smith, give English the whatever next week.
Oh, okay. All right. So thank you very much, Enoch. We will come back to you again for more conversation. And thank you. You heard Enoch Sarkoye, who is a football analyst, and I'll join you over the phone line to join the conversation. But let me come back to the studio to you, Mr. Stephen. Yeah, for conversation. So you better wrap it up very soon. Okay. So we are going to play England next. Now, my question I gave it to me as in Bisana de Ma Enoch. Let me ask you, say, then I bet to me, because if we lose that game, now we hold on to 3 points, a bit to me higher mathematically. So what do we need in this England game, and what should we do to get what we want?
Yeah, Riley, okay, mathematically, the Ghanaians,
especially new football.
What I see is against England, we can't play like we played against Panama. No. We should add one centre back to the defense. Wow. We have to play 3 centre backs. Because so if you're Croatia match now, focus on midfielders. Nanu Madueke or a direct.
Yeah.
Jordan, see a direct.
Yeah.
To almost switch balls to their wings, almost bow so. Enti Timwa, Ushiana, or you see left flank wings, right? Then you have to double up your center backs. At least in your 3 or 1 as a 3, no, or more moving quite anymore. And there be a actually one man. Like the way
you are not looking at, you are not looking, say, you beat me and you win.
No, you see, you beat me and you win. But you actually because Omata can see
a deadly. They have a certain hurricane.
Oh my God. Only a sharp anchor,
of course.
Only a sharp pocket passes, Omunimbo. With the likes of Kupama, Eze, Omo Paki Mayfield, no more the Sa Mayfield as be Jemwa. Only pass and number center bars in so I want to be intercepted.
And you know, England, no, we shall almost set up no currently. Yeah. Where can we explore now a bit me and my certain advantage?
Currently, I'm not seeing any weakness in the England team. Born on money, Croatia, born no idea.
But they considered 2 goals.
Yes, they considered two goals in the first half. And you see, the Thomas Tuchel, the master tactician, he corrected all that because I was share Onra, Omone, Croatia game now. Croatia formation 3-4-3, but 4 no midfield no, 2 now a supported striker now or anymore. They were all midfielders. Okay, Pasalic and Martina. Omo drop it become midfield no my 6.
Yeah.
So they were outnumbering the England team no midfield 6.
Yeah.
Two share omo goals are omo share England now. Omo lobby ball now back. Now midfielders no issue to share. The kind of the same goal now omo share England.
Sure.
It is Thomas Tuchel extra side in second half no. With James at opposite center back no. Or inverting the bar. Midfield, I'm not support midfield. I'm also be 6 now. Be part. I find Croatia see.
Inti wrap it up now.
Inti more ball. Inti yene England yene smart. Ye hear Thomas Partey. In the midfield, so far so good. He's the most experienced.
Yeah.
Only England for us. Now, Caleb, me pesenka yen bench Jordan. Yenfa Caleb enko 10 because I realized that or you be a
can go
so you go
box to box.
Yes, or your box to box midfield and to beat me as support ebi a semenyo 19 na yembo low block and middle block against England.
We counter.
And my yenko high yembo high line. Your center backs no more high line. Yenko yenim yen conserve for mobile. Nyame adu ni nya counter
bia.
Near their show me. Having in mind say your drop your secure qualification.
Sure. All right.
Am I open up to?
Yeah, that was even so you had Mr. Stephen Appiah, or a sports enthusiast, and then we called in a sports analyst also, Sarkodie Enoch, and I'll also be sharing the thoughts with us. I mean, sports segments no, any DBC, any ho and Kade and Pensim, no be brave a bet to us so, and tea, DBC ha, but your next game against England, and tea, your best beam, tag base, up next.
Sadia mamo, Samoko.
Hello there, welcome back. That was a beautiful analyst thing going on the sports segment with Evans Nana-AJ. Thank you so much for that, and a big congratulations again to the Ghana Black Stars. Now it's time for Tag Biz. This is where we ensure that you get help, you grow in your career, in your business, and everything that concerns your finances. And with me today, we will be talking about savings and investments. Savings and investments. And with me today is a very, very, very important person. She is a financial advisor from Petra Trust. And Petra Trust is a leading pension trust and financial services provider in Ghana. They are into investments and also pension, mainly known for pension, but they are also into investments. They specialize in corporate pensions, tier 2 and tier 3 provident funds and wealth management services for individuals and institutions. And she is in the person of Dorcas, Madam Dorcas Ejapoma Opoku. Lady Dorcas, very much welcome to Tag Biz this morning. You're looking good, I must say.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Inti anopa we yebekasa afa savings and investments. Savings and investments. Now, before I be real, can you tell us the difference? What is savings? What is investments? Now, my who differences are
all right, thank you for the question. So, a lot of people think savings and investment are the same.
Right.
But actually, savings and investments are not the same. Yes. When we say savings, we're talking about you putting away money for an emergency or putting away money in a way that you can have easy access or easy reach.
Right.
I mean, to that money. And investment is allowing your money to grow for you.
Okay.
Or allowing your money to work for you.
So in other sense, savings, maybe there is not being put to anything to work.
It may just sit.
Right.
Yes,
By investments, Okay.
Yeah, a practical example can be that a person can have 1,000 cedis and put it away in a savings account. That 1,000 cedis can be 1,000 cedis for the next 5 years. But if it's in an investment, it has the potential of becoming even a double, or more, depending on where you put it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically the difference between the two.
Right. Why are both important for financial stability?
Right. Both are very necessary because maybe sometimes you may just need that money to send away immediately.
Okay.
And your investment may not have matured.
Right.
Or your investment may need you to go to the premise or may need you to do a few checks. So then your savings becomes your resort.
Right.
You can just do a click away and then it sends away. Maybe it's in your Momo, maybe it's in your bank. You can just do that transfer. But an investment particularly is for that long-term goal, that medium-term goal. So maybe you have in view that thing that you want to raise funds towards in the next few years. Right. Instead of starting in that few years, maybe in the next 10 years, you are too late. You can start today.
All right.
If you want to have that stability in the next 10 years, you can start today. So you can start putting those many monies away today towards that goal in the next few years.
You know, there's a misconception when it comes to savings and investments. Most of the time, now, Jane say, Sebio, for lack of better word, the income that comes to him or her no is so. It's so to person onya be later on so or yes anyama no save ya no invest but so no dear draw so no it looks like there is no need for such a person to either invest or save. Can you go into that kakramai and give us more misconceptions about it?
Yes, so a lot of people think that they need to make a lot of money to invest, but that is not the case.
Okay.
Investment starts with the little you have in hand.
Okay.
Yes, you can ask yourself when you started working about maybe 5 years or 10 years ago, how much were you earning?
Right.
As at the time you mentioned that things were hard. Today you may have a triple, a quadruple of it today. You are still saying the same thing.
Right.
So what's the difference then? It means you continue to say it because that managing director is complaining that his salary is small. So as the entry level staff. So if you're waiting to make the big money, you will never actually make it. So the start time is now.
Right.
So investment is not for the rich. It's for everybody who has money in hand. Yes.
How can saving habits change people, or how has it changed people?
Okay, savings habits has changed people in the sense that it gives people some direction, I would say. Because if you don't have the habit, then you can't do anything. If you don't have the habits to invest, you can't grow your goals. You can't realize your goals.
Right.
So if you can intentionally grow or create that habit, then you can, let me say, drive towards a direction of achieving something. So, I mean, that's basically it.
Right. About savings more, what are the forms of saving? The other options of saving, and then as well as investments for people out there. Where are the best places as well? Onko Bank. And Asusu group like what are these forms of savings that you would recommend and investments as well that you would recommend?
All right, so I'll start with the savings, then I dive into the investment.
No problem.
Yes, so to start with the savings particularly, there are a lot of things happening out there.
Okay.
But we have to be very careful. Right. If you want to choose a place to put away your money, then ensure that that particular place is regularized.
Okay.
You can't just jump onto anything. Because the money didn't come by chance. You worked for it.
Right.
So we can't throw it to the fishes to swallow up, I would say.
Indeed.
Yes. So if you're looking for a regularized institutions, we can consider the banks.
Okay.
You can consider registered microfinances.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, even your momo can be a place where you can save the money so that they can have immediate access to them.
Right.
So don't go and just join any susu that doesn't have any regulatory guides, because if today it collapses, who are you going to chase for your money?
Indeed.
So we have to be very, very careful when we are choosing places to save our monies.
Right.
And also to talk of the investment side, boiling down to same regulatory requirements.
Okay.
Don't just jump onto any investment. Today, people are looking for big returns. I think when I came in here, somebody asked me that I hope you're bringing me money.
Right.
The Ghanaian out there just want to make a lot of money. But they have not considered where they fit. Because there are quite a number of options out there. A million times I recommend Petra.
Okay.
Yeah, because what Petra does is that we engage you. We don't just give you the product. We engage you to get to understand your financial goals and recommend the best options that fits or suits you. Yes.
Per your income,
per your risk appetite.
Right.
Yes, because we have different classes of people.
Right.
Yes, some people are very wild. I call them the audacious people. They don't mind making twice their money and losing half of it in a split second. So those ones will fall under the high risk appetite investors. Right. And we also have people that, in fact, if a CD goes off their money, we're in trouble. Yeah, so those ones fall under the low risk.
Right.
So depending on you, we will just make sure that we give you the best options.
Tailored to you, just
tailored to you.
Right. You mentioned, I want us to delve deeper into investments, right? You mentioned high-risk people. You wouldn't mind losing half of it. Now, before you get into that, give us the types of investments, right? From the low, the medium. Can you break it down for us to understand all three and how you can, get into it, or which one would you recommend to which people?
All right. Okay. So the three classes I mentioned are the low risk, the medium risk, and then the high risk people. Right. So to start with the low risk investors, they can look at investment that gives them a steady growth. Okay. Or progressive growth. In that case, you're not expecting wild returns. Okay. Because if we're talking wild, then we're talking risk. So if you're not open to risk, then please stay in that low pot, I'll say. Right. Yeah, so products that you can consider under that may be the fixed deposits, the treasury bills, or some low-risk mutual funds. Okay. Because today, we have mutual funds that intentionally portfolio managers have chosen some asset classes that are low risk, yes, to allow you invest that CD or that money that you have. That is for the low risk. To speak of the medium risk, we are talking of people that, of course, they want to protect, or they are big on capital preservation. However, they are open to a little increase than what the ordinary low-risk investor will go for. Okay. Yeah, so such people, we're talking products that may have a little bit of equity spiced in it.
When you say equity, what do you mean by equity?
I mean shares.
Okay.
Yeah, so a little bit of shares. So you may have a mutual fund that is medium risk that has a little bit of local shares or global shares in there, depending on the company. Okay. Yeah, so it gives you that access to grow your funds, to give you more than what the low risk will give you. Bear in mind that if you're choosing such product, you should be open to volatilities. Okay. Yes, there may be rise and falls on your value.
For the sake of a layman there who probably doesn't understand volatility, can you break that down?
Okay, volatility is rise and fall of your value. So maybe today you have 1,003 cedis. Tomorrow it may look 1,002. Tomorrow next it may look 1,005. So we're seeing the upward rising and downward rising of the money. But in the long or medium to long term, you're better off doing a medium to, investment, put it that way. Then to speak of the high risk, the bold ones, or the audacious ones, we're talking crypto. Okay. We're talking even some mutual funds. Okay. Yes, because the asset class is what determines what it is. We're talking Forex, right? These ones, when you choose them, you should be well aware that I can be looking at the thing going up. Right. By the eyes closed, it has come down. So it depends on you, the person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You've mentioned risk. You mentioned returns. Now, these two, why should it matter to the ordinary person who is trying to invest? Why should they know? What are they supposed to know about it? Risk and returns when it comes to investments.
Yes, the ordinary person should understand that when we're talking high risk, we're talking high returns. If we're talking low risk, we're talking low returns. Okay. And so if you're open to a lot of money, as a lot of Ghanaians want, then bear in mind that you are allowing yourself to venture into something that is high risk. So you have to take some intentional step back to understand. It's very, very important to us. Yes, that's why Petra will have financial advisors for you to understand your need so that you do not just jump into something because my friend said this one is good. But you chose it because it's the best for you. Yeah.
Inflation in Ghana and most countries, in fact, the entire world, right? There's inflation, there's deflation, and all that. Looking at that and wanting to build wealth, what is the connection there, and how are you supposed to take note of that when trying to build this wealth of yours?
Okay. Inflation is, let me say, the persistent rise, right? Yeah. In prices.
Right.
Yes. So it means that if you have a CD today, what the CD can buy today is not what it can buy tomorrow.
Right.
So just imagine, should you choose savings? You put the money in the savings account for 5 years. It's not doing anything for you. What happens after 5 years?
Right.
You cannot buy the same things So then it's very, very, very important that you allow the money to work for you by putting the money away in an investment that is able to hedge against inflation.
Right.
Yes. Today, inflation is somewhere around almost 4%, about 3.8 upwards. I mean, just bear in mind, you have your money in a savings account. Savings account is not even giving you 1%.
Right.
What are we doing? So let's be well informed.
Right. How does investing help beat down inflation? Okay. Or does it even beat it down at all in any way or form?
Yeah, it does beat it down.
Okay.
Because investment in the medium to long term has the potential of doing what, or even more than what an inflation will do.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if inflation should rise to a 20%, right, bear in mind you have invested your money. And in the long run, should you calculate the returns on it, you realize that what you have made is also above that 20%. Yes, so it's very, very important that you throw your funds in an investment option rather than let us sit in a savings account.
Which most of the times, I start to be corrected, but sometimes in the savings account, it keeps decreasing. Anyway,
yes, charges.
Exactly.
They'll be deducting the charges on top too. Yes, so then it's best that you put in an investment.
Anyway, I'm but you know, that is so profound. I'm glad you mentioned that. But now when we take the income, I come to you as a financial advisor. How would you advise me? How much am I supposed to save? How much am I supposed to invest? Is there a percentage I'm supposed to follow? Or is it tailored to the person, depending on the person's income? Can you tell us about that?
Yes, it's not necessarily tailored to the person's income.
Okay.
So in Petra, we go by a certain rule.
Okay.
We call the 50-30-20 rule. What we mean by that is, should you have 100% of your salary, we advise that you divide it into 3.
Okay.
50%, 30%, and 20%.
Okay.
Where the 50% goes into fixed expenses. What we mean by fixed expenses are expenses that you cannot do anything about. Like food. I mean, we can't go 3 days without food. It's a need.
Basically, every month, that thing keeps
it happens
up,
every time. Yes, your shelter, water, fees. I mean, those major things, they fall under 50%. And 30% are things that are variable. Or your variable expenses. They don't happen every time. They may happen once a month, and the next time it happens in the next 5 months.
Okay.
So you allot 30% of your funds in there.
So 50, 30,
and the 20. So the 20 now goes to an investment or savings.
Okay.
Yes, that's what we advise. But I mean, it's not the gospel, I'd say. You can make it work for you in the way that it best fits. So maybe for you, you are a staunch Christian, and then you are bent on your tithing. You can say that 20%, 10% goes into my tithing, 10% goes into my investment. You can also even say that 5% goes into my investment. All that we're looking for is that consistency. It doesn't really matter how much you're doing.
That goes into
it's about that good character of making sure you're putting something away.
Right. That is so eye-opening. Thank you so much. Before we wrap up, give us your final words on savings, on investments, or even Petra.
All right.
Can talk to them.
Okay. So what I would say is that every session or everything I've spoken about here is not entirely the gospel. Right? So you cannot base entirely on that to make your financial decisions. What I would say is try and get a financial advisor. Come to Petra, and financial advisors will understand your need and then recommend the tailored product to suit you. Yes, Petra is always there to help you. We have quite a number of products. We have, on the pensions bit, we have products that can help you grow towards your pensions. On the investment base, we have products that can help you grow your funds periodically towards any set goal. We even have some partnership with some insurance companies. So when you come to Petra, we should be able to help you with all of those things. Say you want to get through to Petra, you can reach us on 053-107-6679. So you can call this number 053-107-6679, and we would speak to you, understand you, and recommend the best product for you.
All right, so thank you so much, Madam Dorcas. We're so grateful. Thank you so much for that enlightenment. And so you've heard it here on Tag Biz, savings and investment, and it's very, very important. We've been talking to a financial advisor from Petra in the person of Madam Dorcas Ijapoma Opoku. She has spoken to us a lot. It doesn't matter how much you're earning or making, you need to save and invest. So do both of that because they are both important. This is where we'll draw the curtains on Tag Biz. Up next is Trends and Vibes with Mrs. Abigail Ifya Osu-Bempah. Abigail, I hope you're doing well. Charlie, give us some tries, give us some trends and some vibes.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You welcome to the Trends and Vibes segment on the Morning Express show. I am Abigail Ifya Osu-Bempah. Now today in this segment, the Vice President, it's all about the Vice President's reaction to the Black Stars win over Panama. And I'm sure you've seen it because it is going viral. It is going viral. So Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman's reaction to Black Stars' late winning goal was breathtaking and adorable. It was adorable. And after the Black Stars secured a dramatic 1-0 victory over Panama in their World Cup opener, that was yesterday. How were you jubilated? Hey, at some point now there, yabe muebu because Charlie 90 good minutes, ye hu she na there. I will hurry yaba na so. Yankopon na yesom no. Oyuja. No. Until Brian and we're able to secure a 1-0 win over Panama in the 95th minute by Caleb Urenchi. Caleb, I baby will be that's that paper you with your goal. So the moment the ball hit the net, our mother Nana Opoku-Agyeman was on her feet from the stands with her hands up. It was really mesmerizing seeing her go all out to support the national team, and you could see she's very happy and proud of the team. Now, why mama ye mami ye ma ena pa biara beye mama me papa biara beye ona na ye mami Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman wayi. Inti cheering and supporting her children was a priority for our mother. And Black Stars, kudos to you. Next match na so one yanda ma one bobos ngum one she goals. Inti when you just say muna broadband prices too has dropped. Hey, Minister Sam George, share that na. Ghana for twats na ede reductions na aba na okay miss mo be able to me ahwe matches ni into no yen Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation Sam George has announced a major reduction in the MTN fiber broadband tariffs following engagements between the government and the MTN Ghana. The move is actually aimed at improving internet affordability and bring relief to internet users. In a social media post just yesterday, the minister said discussions with MTN Ghana led to the substantial cut in unlimited fiber broadband packages. So minister, wait yen paibo, wait yen soon, wait Ghana for minister 1-2 day taido 1-2 do 1 day. He has heed to our call into Ghana for one penny. Why are the minister? Why are they? Now, today on the viewer's verdict, have you experienced the moment where you are watching a movie? You are a few minutes into the movie, then all of a sudden, and you call for a share. Now, you pana, auto one channel, the challenge blow man, another antagonist, another killer, or no heaven or befa. Charlie, you are all watching the movie, you all don't know the outcome, but all these are questions. Sometimes others see it to be annoying and maybe saying to themselves, but I am watching the movie with you and you are asking me this question. This is the outcome. Yes. So when you are doing that today, you don't shout. I can't get you. You say it to yourself. You don't shout. And our friend, one shouts. cut to yourself. And then I want to ask you if you've experienced this before and how did you react to it. So have you done it before? Sometimes I want to say and you'll be Rishana Charlie na we offer him we are here then be see her. What was the reaction of the person that is the recipient? So the question is, how do you feel when people talk or ask you questions during a movie while watching it? So this has been Trends and Vibes segment on the Morning Express show here on TAC TV. I am Abigail Ifia Osubempa.
Back to me, Ohomate. Nyamisha. Honorable Sam George Bebre for that. We've all been enjoying all that, and thank you once again for the Trends and Vibes. Now, before we wrap up, it's time for our birthdays. Now, and then this goes to Dear Amponsa Jan. Dear Amponsa Jan, a happy birthday to you. It says, today we celebrate a precious gift from God, whose life brings joy, warmth, and light to everyone around her. We thank God for his faithfulness, grace, and protection over your life throughout the years. As you step into this new chapter, may the Lord surround you with his love, guide your steps, and fill your days with peace, favor, and endless blessings. May your dreams flourish, your faith grow stronger, and your future shine brighter than ever before. You are deeply loved, greatly valued, and wonderfully blessed. May this birthday mark the beginning of greater testimonies and beautiful moments in your life. A happy, happy, blessed birthday to you, dear Amponsa Jan. We love you so much and pray that God's richest blessings upon you today and always from the Rescue Assembly. So this goes to you, dear Amponsa Jan. A happy, happy birthday to you. And also her DWC, the Dominion Worship Center of the La Central District, brings us the Apostolic Revival. And it begins on the 22nd of June. Monday we are, and in case now, I also said 22nd, Monday we are, almost shall say the ding, our Dominion Worship Center, our La Central District. Now, on my climax, on my special climax on Sunday, 28th June 2026, Minister Minister Samson Delali Fire, exactly 9 a.m. Intima Urenfi, make sure to be a part of that. Now, the people, the invited special guests gracing the program, Pastor Jonathan Ajate, Pastor Emmanuel Chate Tete, the La Central District Pastor, and a Pastor Jacob Ahinkra. Interior will be a just say, get dressed, put on your shoes, your dancing shoes, and make sure you find yourself there right on the 22nd of June. Monday we are at Bomodia. Make sure you are there. At this point, this is how far God has brought us on the Morning Express today. It has been an amazing one, and we would like to call it to an end right now. I hope that you did enjoy the edifying experience as we promised you. And until we meet again, same time next time, it's bye for now.
TAC TV, built in the globe with the gospel.